Peace, family. You know, it's been a scam so long that people don't even realize it anymore. It's this great fear of socialism. These millionaires and billionaires keep touting this great fear that the government is not in the business of providing jobs for the people. It's up to the private job sector to do this. When in reality, these millionaire and billionaire class people, they don't want the government to do for the people what it's clearly been doing for them. Ford Motor Company has now asked the government to make it illegal for you to take your Ford vehicle to any other repair shop but to them for repair. This is going to eliminate jobs in the mom and pop industry. All repair shops are going to be, because it's not going to just stop at Ford. General Motors, Stellantis, or Chrysler, whoever they call themselves now, Toyota. Can you imagine when you look at the complexity of these vehicles today, and the only place that you could take them to get repaired is the same manufacturer who built them? What's the negotiation? What's holding them accountable to not? Are they saying they're going to fix the vehicle at a competitive cost? No. Are they saying, going to the government, that we're going to manufacture vehicles that's going to be in need of less repair? No. They want to eliminate the competition so they can increase because without no competition, they could charge whatever they want. And by passing this law, they're going to make these warranties on these cars, they're going to meander the repairs so that they know you're going to have to bring your car back in for repair. And people may say, well, Jonathan, they wouldn't do that. I'm going to tell you what they did. When I was younger, I took apart a 350 motor. The timing chain had broke on it. And when I took that housing off, the gears were plastic. I didn't think too much about it at the time. When I went up to Murray's Auto Parts to get replacement parts, they gave me steel. And I said, now, why did they give me steel gears from Murray's as opposed to putting steel gears on when they put this thing on? If they had steel gears in the beginning, this plastic would not have broken. But see, they manufactured them like that so they knew this plastic gear was going to break. And they knew that 9 times out of 10, you're going to take that car back up to a Ford dealership. They're going to take that plastic gear off and probably put another plastic gear on. Who's to say? Especially today, if they were using plastic gears then, who's to say they're not still doing it now? And who's to say that they're not going to replace the plastic parts with more plastic parts just to make sure you bring that car back? Without a warranty, without some type of government protection, without competition, Ford can do whatever they want to do to these cars. They can honor, deny, warranty, service. This is ridiculous. And see, like I say, this great fear that they have of socialism, of the government doing something for you, is already doing it for them. When you go to the government to ask them to improve your profitability, that's socialism. When you go to the government to ask them to eliminate jobs for other people so that you can make more money, that's socialism. When you go to the government to ask them to improve your quality of life, that's socialism. When you go to the government and ask them to bail you out, a system that you don't even want to pay for, that's socialism. Ask me, how many of these millionaires and billionaires who talk about the glory of capitalism was contracted with the government? They actually work for the government. When you look at what Donald Trump and his family is doing, Donald Trump's net worth is somewhere between $6.5 and $8 billion. His 2 sons, Eric and John Trump, were both worth $40 to $50 million before they got reelected in office. And now in just 1.5 years in office, Eric and John Trump is worth $400 to $700 million apiece. That is not their business acuity. That is them working directly with the government. That's socialism. Look at Elon Musk. He put $250 million into Donald Trump's campaign. And as soon as Donald Trump set his rump in that Oval Office, who's standing right next to him? Elon Musk. That's socialism. You know, like I said, they don't want the government to do for the people what the government is already doing for them. And see, this is a one system country, but they got two processes. They want the people to play this game of vote, debate, and wait, while the millionaire and billionaire class get to purchase and receive. Because all they got to do is ask the government to do whatever they want them to do. And they'll do it. And see, now what we are at what we call a turning point. This is like a crossroads that we're facing right now. Here you have a system of government that's unaccountable to the people. You have a private job sector who's unaccountable to the people. But they're both looking out for each other. And you have the people paying for a system of government that does not work on their best interests. And you're working for a private job sector that does not care about the people's best. Am I making any sense? Is this absolutely ridiculous? Why are we paying for a system of government that does not work on behalf of the people? And why are we supporting a business structure that does not care about the will of the people? You think Ford is asking the government to do this just to protect the interests of the people? When they pass this law, these millionaires and billionaires today will be trillionaires by the end of the decade. They'll be so high above us, we won't even look like ants to them anymore. And that's just how they're going to be treating us, like ants. They'll be stepping over us, on us, and won't even have a thought about the people. Now, do we continue along this path of, if you're going to pay for a system of government, at least pay for something that's going to be working on your best interests? If you're going to support a business structure, at least support a business structure that respects the needs and interests of the people. This is not the only way. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't even mean for this video to go on this long. I'm going to end it here. But as always, these are my thoughts, my opinions. I invite you to leave yours in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Ashe.